Good evening. We're learning more about why the locally owned Brainerd Army Store is being investigated by the U.S. Attorney's Office. Now, we first told you about the case last week.
Sure. The U.S. Attorney is charging Tony Honeycutt and Terry Honeycutt with aiding in the manufacture of methamphetamine. The Honeycutt brothers owned the store on Brainerd Road. NewsChannel 9's Natalie Jenereski is here now with an update on this case. Hi, Natalie.
Calvin, John, good evening. We were curious what exactly officers seized from the Army store, which is on Brainerd Road. So we went to the federal courthouse today to pick up the affidavit, which I'm holding in my hand right now. The document doesn't list any supplies or chemicals that were seized, but the U.S. Attorney for Eastern Tennessee let us in on exactly what was.
Narcotics investigators say Polar Pure is in high demand by people who make meth. The product is sold as a water disinfectant, and that's exactly what Attorney Bill Killian says the Brainerd Army Store was selling. The key ingredient is iodine.
Product called Polar Pure, which is more than 99% iodine, a precursor chemical to manufacture methamphetamine.
Despite being legal to sell and purchase, Killian says his office has information tying the Honeycutt brothers to more suspicious transactions. Meanwhile, the federal government is asking for $300,000 in damages, plus the property the Brainerd Army Store sits on and the building.
The profits from and the property on which the criminal activity arose were acquired or used in the criminal activity, and therefore should be forfeited to the federal government.
And we stopped by other Army stores in the area, and one employee says he gets phone calls all the time for the stuff. Instead, he sells other forms of water purification methods that don't contain iodine, such as these germicidal tablets.
Now, Tony Honeycutt's attorney says his client plans on pleading not guilty. Terry's attorney declined to comment on the case. Meanwhile, a court date has yet to be set. Depend on us to let you know what happens. John, back to you.
All right. Thank you, Natalie.